I have a really quick question before you dive in.
What the
Is your potentials on your iPad or in that notebook you carry?
notebook?
Okay, that's all.
Yes. So hi guys, welcome. First in the month, replayers, what's up? We are going to be diving in. We are going to talk follow-ups, but we're also going to get our month set up because here is the thing, you guys, and I want you to, all right. Before we dive in, it wouldn't be my thing if I didn't give a little mindset love. So we're going to give a little mindset love because here is the thing, you guys, all of the goals that you are going to write down for your month, right? Like you've got VIP reset goals, you've got cab goals, you've got PPA goals, you've got trip tracker goals, you've got income goals. You have all of these goals, right? You have all of these goals, and I'm telling you right now, if you do not master and get bold with your follow-ups, nor do you get organized, that is where those goals come to fruition, whatever that word is, okay? Like that is where things happen. So if you have all of these goals, but you do not have this follow-ups locked in as a priority and non-negotiable in your business, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna just shake my head, okay? Because it is so important that you are messaging and you are sending the follow-ups and you are being bold and you are offering things and you are doing what you need to do because that is how you get to your goals. So the reason why I wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit is because we could dive right into follow-ups right now. Cool, right? Like that's what we do. We follow up, we do all of the things. But I want you to know what you're working for this month. I want you to have your goals decided. How many VIP resets and what are you claiming? When do you want to be thriving for free buy? When do you want your cab 5 buy, cab 10 buy? Like I actually put instead of waiting until the very last day, last minute for me, I was like, no, I want cab 10 locked in by the 25th, right? Like I want cab 5 locked in by the 10th. I know that that's where I'm going and that's what I want. And obviously, I'm like speaking bigger things over it and I want more to happen, but I'm giving myself deadlines so that I know. Because I want to ask you guys something. I'm going to be real with you. Y'all know I'm always am. The momentum and fire is here right now, right? Like you have that fire, that passion. Like it's the first of the month. Oh my gosh, here's my goals. This is all the things we're doing. And then the middle of the month, you may be still running and doing all of the things, but maybe you're just going through the motions. You don't have the same fire and passion and everything as then you do at the end of the month, right? So, like my first week and a half, then it's like there's like a 7 to 10 day period in the middle of the month where I am still doing all of the things. I'm doing my follow ups, I'm showing up, I'm doing the content, but it's almost like I take a breath because it was like I was just running. And then all of a sudden, I'm running again for the end of the month because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get to my goals. This is where I got to be, blah, 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 whatever. So I want you right now to promise yourself that you are going to run at a consistent pace all month long. And whatever that pace looks like for you, that's the pace you run at. Okay. So, like for me, I have big goals for the month of May for just my business in general. And I know that I can keep the same pace as I do in the beginning of the month and the end of the month, but I have to put my mindset to that, right? Like I have to remember that's why I put goals that expire in middle of the month. That's why I decided what VIPs I want. That's why I made goals so that every week I'm running for something. So there's not a time for me to fall off of that, okay? So get your goals set up, know what you're running for, speak it out over your business like Abby was just saying, like she wrote down the names of the people she is getting on her cab list this month. I love that. If you have potential promoters or people that you've been wanting to join your team and you are talking, I want you to put that they are joining your team this month. I want you when you are doing your I ams, your gratitude. I am so thankful that X, Y, and Z is locking arms with me this month to join my business. I am so thankful that Jessica is going to get a pack and we're going to get her started and we're going to start her hair journey. Start speaking these things out over your business. Start showing up with gratitude. I was reading something this morning. It was a reel, and it was this guy that said, about abundance and talking about like money and abundance. And he said that he always noticed wealthy people paying for other people's meals. Like when they would go out to eat with them, like they were always picking up the tab, not letting other people pick up the tab. Like, and not in a flashy way, but a very discreet. Like the bill would be paid, and all of a sudden you're like, well, where's my bill? And the waitress is like, oh, it's taken care of, right? So he said that he started doing that before he even had the money to really be doing that. And he goes into it is a little bit biblical, but he goes into why he was doing that. And then the abundance just kept coming. It's the same thing with your business, you guys. If you are in a lack mindset, if you are going into your follow-ups like, well, I don't know if they're going to buy. I don't know, the price point. Is this a good enough sale? I mean, it's only 20% off. And like I was offering $75 off 2 months ago. Like, no, 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 no. We go into everything with authority, with boldness, with excitement, with passion, right? That's what I want for you guys in your follow ups. So, I am going to be getting my list together. So, we're going to talk about that because I think that sometimes we can get very lost and overwhelmed when it comes to following up. Do I have anybody else that is lost, overwhelmed, feels confused? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. Okay, so what I want you guys to know is your follow ups are not just on Fridays. I know you spend Fridays with us on follow-ups, but your follow-ups are not just on Fridays. And if you are waiting until just one day to do all your follow-ups, that is why you are overwhelmed. And why do I know that? Because I used to be that person. So now it's not follow up Friday for me. It's follow up day. Every day that ends in day is a follow up day. Friday is just when we get together and we really focus in on those follow ups, right? Because a lot of times corporate's running promos, so on and so forth. But every day is a follow up. So, what do I mean by that? That means that getting organized, getting your list, and knowing who you're following up with every single day is important. So, I wrote down my May cab. So, I also know who ordered from me in April, right? So, I am going to go and make a list of everybody who ordered from me in April and the date that they ordered. And why am I doing that? Because if somebody just ordered on the 29th, I'm not going to follow up with them today. They already knew about the promo that went on. They ordered. I'm not following up with them today. So I am writing them in my calendar around the 10th to follow up with. 10th to 15th, because we all know things don't close very quickly. So that this way we get them their package set up and ready to go by the next, so they're not running out of product. Okay. So what I want you to do is make a list of everybody who ordered from you, the date they ordered, and I want you to write in your calendar which day you're following up with. If they already have an auto ship, I want you to write down. We'll get there. Actually, we'll get there. We're going to talk auto ships. A lot of my customers, they have auto ships scheduled, but they always end up canceling them. Okay. So what I like to do in the beginning of the month is the first of the month or through the fifth, I like to message everybody that has an auto ship and let them know. Some people don't do that. Some people literally are like, you decided when that auto ship is, you know what to do with it. I personally like to just send a message. Hey, just letting you know, you have an auto ship that's scheduled to run on the whatever day. Just letting you know any order over 150, I am offering X, Y, and Z, right? I try to keep them in that 150 range. I use the retention report and keep my customers at the 150. If not, how can I get them there? Okay. So yes, it builds trust. I like it too because I don't ever want them coming to me like, oh my gosh, it ran and I didn't know. And then, because I feel like a guilt. So for me, like we kind of either talk about it when their order is placed, like, hey, I see that you also have your auto ship scheduled for the next month on the 20th. Put that in your calendar. You can adjust it at any time, that sort of thing. But I like to check in with my customers, and that's something I'm getting better at. Okay. So that is where my follow-ups are. So right now I will be following up with all my auto ship customers to let them know when their auto ship is running. So anybody for me that ordered at the beginning of the month, that has a fifth auto ship scheduled, I'm letting them know, hey, about the promo, right? Because it goes through the third. If they're scheduled on the fifth, a lot of times like that, 20% off 200, they can get like a free product in a sense. Like that's how I put it to them. Like, hey, your order right now is 160 something, like, or 170 or whatever it is. If we add on another product, you actually could get 20% off today, which like basically gives you that product for free or whatever the case may be. Or maybe they want to stock up on things. I let them know 30% off, so on and so forth. So I look at my auto ship customers. Anybody who's going to be running on the 5th, I am going to be messaging them about this promo. I'm going to be following up with them about the promo. Okay. If they want to remove an item or cancel for the month, am I able to remove from auto ship? Yeah. If they want to cancel it or do whatever they want, I just write them down as my auto ships, but I keep track of that, right? Like obviously I try to keep them going. So what I have them do if they want to do the promo, I have them cancel their auto ship that's scheduled for the 5th, cancel it. And we create a new order with the promo on an auto ship and they pick a date for next month that they want. Does that make sense? Absolutely. Okay. So my list for follow up go as follows. I update all of my free accounts. So anybody that got a free account in April now goes on to my all free accounts. You can do this in Google Sheets. You can do this in paper to pen. Y'all get organized now. Okay. Google Sheets is a great place to do that. So you go right into your back office. If you don't know how to figure it out, let me know. I can kind of walk you through it. I can't show you because mine has names, phone numbers, all that kind of stuff, and we're recording. But you just go right into your back office. You can toggle like last order and then, or like when they became a customer, you can toggle that so you can see all the customers you got in the last month. So I update my free account list. I update my orders for the month so I know who ordered. I have them on their own sheet. And then I write down if they have an auto ship scheduled so that I know and I can follow up with them. And then I have like all customers under my like one account, like all my customers, and then all my customers under my other account so that when I'm like sharing promos or so on and so forth, I know. Then I like to do this. This is not something I like completely set up, but I like to look at. So, like, for example, with this promo, I am going to go to anybody in the month of March who did not order in April, right? So, anybody in the month of March who did not order in April, and I'm going to follow up with them and let them know about this promo. Like, really let them know. So I will do blasts. I will do project broadcasts where I message people. And I want to share this with you guys. I sent a, I'm talking about the 20, 30, and 40% off that they had at the end of last month. It is what do they call it? The 40% off plus free shipping. The month end finale, the April showers or whatever, they now put it through Sunday. So it's 20% off 200, 30% off 300, and 40% off 400 with free shipping. Okay, so I want to give you guys a little like thing. At the end of last month, I did project broadcast and sent a mass message to all of my customers offering a promo. A very, very nice, good promo. I heard crickets. I went into my back office and looked particularly for people that had not ordered yet in April that ordered in March and February, and I personally messaged them on Messenger. And I got more interaction than when I sent my project broadcast with the same promo to the same people. So keep in mind, I don't know if some of you guys are using Project Broadcast. It's great, but don't forget to get in your messenger and get your hands dirty. That's what we're going to call it. Send the messages, right? Do the follow-ups. I don't know if it's more personalized. I don't know if when they're on their text messages, it's like so easy to look and disregard. And maybe when they're on Facebook, I don't know if their attention is just in a different place. I am not sure. But this is for me personally. I know Britt has said the same thing for her. She messages people on Messenger. And I don't know if it's just like, if it just is like more of an attention thing or what the case may be. I'm not really sure. But okay. So lists for the month, I like to have my auto ships, like my customers from last month. And if they have an auto ship, because some of them already turned it off after they made the order, but I like to write down who ordered last month and if they have an auto ship scheduled. And if they're not over 150, I mark that so I know. Like if they have an auto ship scheduled and it's not 150, I mark that. I like to update all of my free accounts so that if I'm ever, like you guys, free accounts count towards your VIPs when they order. They could have had a free account in 2024 and they order, they will count towards your VIPs. So your free account list and nurturing them is so important. Okay. So I have all of my free accounts. So I go and update that list. So when I'm following up, I have that. And then I like to go to have a list of people in March that didn't order in April. Like I look at when people's last orders were. So like my people that have last ordered in February, I make a separate list for them. My people that last ordered in January, I make a separate list for them. Anybody who's last ordered in 2025 goes in my group of like all my customers. But a lot of times when I'm doing follow-ups, like I said, doing daily follow-ups, that's what I do. I will pick a specific thing and go follow up with them. So like this month, I am going to, or this weekend, like today, tomorrow, and the next day, because this promo is really good and it ends on Sunday, I am going to message everybody so that they know about this promo and that they can stock up. So I'm messaging anybody who has an auto ship coming up on the 5th or the 10th because they didn't hear about this promo. Heck, even the 15th because it just came out more towards the end of the month. Anybody who just kind of ordered, I let them know, but I also let them know I know you just got your products, but in case you want to stock up on a good savings. Like I let them know that. I don't think it works with credits, Jessica. I'll get to the chat in a second too, you guys. So I'm going to message all of them. Now, when it comes to my personal potentials list, okay, so these are everybody in my back office. Now, let me ask you guys an honest question. Do you have a current, flowing, up and running, you're keeping up with it potentials list? I like Abby. She's giving me the nope. Yes, Jessica. Kinda for some people. Yes, yes, no. Okay, perfect. If you don't have a current potentials list or a kind of potentials list, what I want you to do I just started 3 weeks ago. Honestly, that's the perfect time is to just get it going now and get your list and stick with it. Anytime someone messages you, I want you to have their name somewhere, whether that's in pen to paper, it's in your phone. It is so important, you guys, because following up with who is already our customers is important, right? Even past customers who've stopped ordering years ago are still your potentials. But if you have people that you have been working for and you are doing the content and you are showing up and you are not writing down their name, you're missing it. You're doing all this work of showing up in your stories, showing up on your news feed. You need to keep track of those people so you can follow up. We've heard time and time again, people don't join until the 7th to 12th follow up. You have to follow up. Okay. So I write down every name. Now, let's say I'm busy and someone messages me and I don't have the time to go immediately write down their name. I screenshot that conversation. And then what I do at the end of the night or the end of the week, I go into my screenshots and I make sure that every screenshot is written down. And then I delete it. And then I delete it. And then I delete it. It takes 2 seconds to take a screenshot. The minute they ask you about the product, about the opportunity, screenshot. Even before you respond. Now, if you're just sitting at your desk, write their name down. But if not, screenshot it. At the end of the day, sit down at your planner or whatever with your computer, whatever you want to do, write their names down, delete the screenshot. Boom. It's that easy, you guys. Okay? Screenshot. Having your potentials list is the most important for follow-ups. I could sit on here, we could take a 30-minute block and do follow-ups, but if you don't even have lists, you're not organized and you don't have potentials, it's a waste of your 30 minutes. So this month, I want you to commit to being organized, having your potentials list. I sat down at the end of the month, literally, and sent over 70 messages to potentials, not from my back office, not from Project Broadcast, people that have been messaging me over the last 5 months. And that might seem like a big number. You guys, it's like, oh, it's more than maybe 5 months. But you got to think I've also been doing this now for 8 years, almost 8 years. So, but do you know that if I was not organized, think of all those people that would have just fallen through the cracks if I didn't really have a list? A lot of times when people come to me and they say, it's not working, I feel stuck, all of that. My number one thing in the back of my head is they're not organized with their potentials list because they actually probably have people asking them about Thrive, but they don't write it down. So write it down. Every time you send a cart, like for me personally, before I send a cart, I'm getting their name, number, email, and I'm making them a free account and then I send them a cart. So they go into my free accounts. So I have another place to track them. But keep yourself organized. If someone just asks about the products and you don't get much further, like I'm going to start like writing down all the carts I send out. All the times I send out what the actual like what I would recommend. Like we've gotten through the hi, we've gotten through the hello, we've gotten through the how are you, we've gotten through the what are your allergies and all of that. And they actually told me, and I sent them a recommendation. I am going to star their name. So I know we got that far in the conversation because then it's like you're that much closer to the sale. Oh, I'm Christina Tammy, by the way. Sorry. I love that. I know I forget that it comes up as Lynn's. So I'm Christina Tammy. Uh so make sure that you have places for all of your things because that is where your follow-up game this month is every day. M has her 333 rule. You come up with whatever works for you. I don't have time for a tickle in my throat. We got lots to say today. All right, let me read through these to make sure that I got everything. So, yeah, I wonder if it's your name pops up on their messenger where Project Broadcast is just so, yeah, it could be just either a phone number if they don't store you. You know what I mean? So that is so true. They may look at it as spam. They may open it and just like disregard it. But when you're like actually messaging them on Messenger, yes, I will look at a text while doing everything else. But Messenger, I stop and go through them and I'm focused on Messenger. But text is forgotten after I open it. 100%. So the promo runs until Sunday, no credits. I do and did until the one PCOS post is typing over 100 people into potentials list wigs me out. No, girl, put those 100 people into your potentials list. Abigail, listen, you're doing the work. You're doing the work. Put their names. And here's what I do too. So, like, I have people that will message me about the products and then I message them back. I hear nothing. Right? Like we have that, like the crickets moment, right? And then I will message them again and hear nothing. So then what I do is I will just boldly say, "Hey, I just wanted to check in. Are you still interested in the products that you messaged me about?" Question mark. If they don't respond, I put a little X by their name and I take them off my potentials list. They'll come back. But a lot of times they'll be like, when I do that, like, "Hey, just checking in. Are you still interested?" That re-sparked so many conversations for me the last month.
I'm confused. Hold on.
Yeah.
So if they don't answer, are you still interested? You take them off your potentials
I
list?
put a little X by it that I'm gonna go more love on them, like more of like a social media, like like 321, being just a friend, whatever. I'm not gonna keep messaging them about Thrive if they won't respond to me.
Okay. Okay. Got you.
Yeah. So like if they said, "Hey, I'm interested in your products or what are you doing for your hair?" and I say, "Oh my gosh, yeah, let's chat about it. What are your goals?" and they don't say anything to me, and then I come back and say something again, like, "Hey, just wanted to check in, like what are your hair goals? I'd love to help you with these products." I don't know, I'm making something up. And they don't say anything. That's when I say, "Hey, I'm just checking. Are you still interested?" Because if not, I'm not going to beat a dead horse either, right? Like, I'm not that desperate. He is snoring, you guys. I just like want everybody to know. I don't know if you can see his little face. He's snoring.
He's so cute.
He's
I wanted to like speak to that as well. I feel like honestly, that's where I ended up losing. Oops. That's where I ended up losing a lot of my potentials last month on that PCOS post is because I did not take the time to be intentional with them. Mainly because I was sitting in a hospital bed and respectfully, I didn't really care to connect with them, if I'm being so honest. But then I like this last like week and a half, I really took a step back and went through every single one of those girls again and saw how many of them blocked me and then looked at all of the messages and I was like, well, girl, I would have blocked you too. Like, duh. And like that's why I was saying like my goal this month, my biggest goal for myself is to be a lot more intentional with my conversation because I realized like I do care a lot about people. I do genuinely think that these products can help everybody. I do genuinely believe in these products and in the opportunity. But if I'm just chasing a sale, like I really had to get down to the fact that and remember, like people don't like being sold to, especially when you're selling them something that helps with something that is so chronic. Like for a great example, like there's a Melaleuca girly that the second I was in the hospital, she was like, "Oh my God, you need to swap to everything clean." And I'm like, "God forbid you ask how I'm doing while I sit in a hospital bed." And that like hit me in the chest. And I'm like, okay, yes, these products can help with PCOS, but at the same time, am I even asking how they're doing? Am I asking anything that they've been through? Like, am I even trying to care? Or am I just like, well, these will help. Here you go. And that like smacked me in the face when I was going back through my messages and back through my follow-ups. So this month for me specifically, like I'm being much, much, much more intentional with my conversations.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And honestly, anytime somebody messages me about the products, I ask them, what are you struggling with? What are your health concerns? And what are your goals? I want to know, where are you at? What is your struggles? Where are we going? So I know where we're starting, where I can take you. Right. So even if someone says, like, oh my gosh, what are you doing for your hair? I don't tell them what I'm doing for my hair. I don't talk about my products. I don't share with them what I'm doing. I say, oh my gosh, these products have changed everything for me. But what are your goals for your hair? Because I was dealing with shedding, insane shedding, right? Somebody else might just want growth. Somebody else might just want longer, fuller hair, not dealing with shedding. Well, did you guys know that like bovine collagen is so important with shedding? That's why Pink Pro had such an effect for me. It does amazing things when it comes to shedding. Yes, Kaylee wants her curls back. She chopped her hair and now she's like, that was bad, bad, bad. So that for me is like, okay, that I'm going to put her on probably a similar where I'm at, but also I'm going to get her some growth fast. So guess what? It's going to be a different lineup than I'm on. So is that what you mean too, Abigail, by when you're saying be more personal in your conversations, like actually asking people?
Yeah, I think that, and I always start my conversation. The first two questions I always ask are, what are your goals? Is there anything you avoid taking? Um, and I think that I just, if they didn't like continue the conversation or like if after I asked them like what are your goals and all they said was, well, weight loss. I didn't press for more. Like I didn't press for like where are you struggling with that? Like, is it stubborn weight? Are you just getting started on that journey? Are you in the gym? Are you doing anything to support that? Or you just need somewhere to start? Like, I'm not pressing into
You're
that
not
at
asking the
all.
questions.
Yeah, I'm not, I like, I just am not, I wasn't pressing for that. Not that I didn't care about that because I do, but I didn't recognize the need for that, I guess, more so than anything. Like I was jumping to a sale really quick and not truly connecting and not truly having conversation with them. And I realized how much that was destroying the trust and the understanding. Like, it was destroying everything, honestly.
Yeah.
Like there were so many of those potentials that I was going back through and I'm like, dang it, they blocked me. And then I'm like, and then I look through the messages and I'm like, well, at what point did you like show that you cared more than a sale?
I love that. I love that realization. And that is, it's asking the questions, you guys, like knowing what is like you were saying instead of just weight loss. Like when people tell me I'm dealing with insane shedding, I ask them, do you know what could be possibly causing it? Is it stress? Is it hormones? Is it medication? Is it diet? These things help me. And I always say this helps me to get you the best cart so we can start attacking the root cause. Another thing that I like to do too, which has been beneficial for me, and I started doing it at the end of last month, even when I do follow-ups or so on and so forth. I like when people are messaging me and especially saying shedding, like if they're talking about shedding, I send them my shedding photo of before and after with the products with my blurb Because a lot of times they came in off of just maybe seeing my hair, like me going like this and this. They may not have saw the shed or whatever. So I send them the shedding and say, oh my gosh, I understand this was my shed before and this is my shed now. And these are the products that helped me. And I noticed immediately a change. Like I share the vulnerable things. So like you have someone also in your back office of taking things. Like I now like with M and Lindsay's like transformation with their hair, M's like hair is really crazy, the fullness and all of that. Like I'm sending that now to potentials too. Like this is my friend M on our collagen bundle. Like I know you were talking about how much your hair means to you and like I just wanted to show you cuz her results just came in. It's insane. Right? So it is. I love Abigail that you stepped back to see and reminded yourself like I'm a human too and they're a human too. And I think that book we're reading, if you guys aren't in the book club, what are you doing? I don't really know what else to say, but it's a really good book. And it's I think it's what is it? Story Brand 2.0 is what it's called. And it's really, really good because it reminds you like you have to position yourself as the guide and someone that's going to show them, but you need to know things. So when it comes to following up, you need to go into your conversations confidently. You need to go into it as the authority of the guide, that you have what it takes to get them from A to B, whether it's financially with the opportunity or whether it's with the products. And you have
And
to
you have to.
show them the way. Right? Christina, can you go over real quick? Oh, Shani, did you want to
I
say
did want
something?
to ask a question, but
Yeah,
I was just
yeah,
waiting.
yeah.
Um, oh, that's what it was. Do you guys like answer right away, or do you let the message just kind of sit and simmer for a little bit? I have a real problem with notifications. The second that I see them, I'm wanting to clear them and, respond and stuff. And sometimes I think that could probably come across as like being desperate in a way. So is there a best practice for conversations and kind of, I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm making
no,
any
no. I
sense.
think that's a great question, and I don't think it's ever bad to respond right away. This is something
Mhm.
that I like to do. So I have all my notifications turned off. Shocking. I get no notifications from
So
Messenger.
no red dot shows up at all?
So I will, do I even see a red dot? I don't even know. No, like right now, I have
Oh,
messages in my messenger and I don't see them. Like my messenger doesn't show me. My
I need to do
telegram
that.
doesn't show me. Not because I'm the same as you. I'm like type A. Like if I like right now I have 5 unread messages in my text message and I'm like
Hmm.
I got to clear those out. So this is something I was actually having a conversation with Kaylee about because there's so much that goes on, group chats, all of the things, there's all of this and I was like I don't see any of it until I'm ready to plug in. So when I'm ready to plug into the Telegram chats, to my Messenger, to my Instagram, I go and then plug in and I'm responding to messages. And if I have the time, I'll do as many as I can. If I'm right there, like if I'm responding to another message and someone's message pops up and I have time, I respond.
Okay.
I don't think there's a like it I don't think it looks a certain way or anything like that. Respond when you can respond. Now, if I'm holding a conversation with someone, like we're going back and forth and I am going to be going MIA, like let's say like
Hmm.
I'm on my way to dinner, but we're texting back and forth, I let them
Hmm.
know. Hey, I'm
Okay.
going to be MIA for a little bit. I'm heading out to dinner, but I'll respond as soon as I'm back. Because let's be real, we all hate it when you're in a conversation with someone and you're like, where'd they go? They just messaged me 2 seconds ago. Like that's me. So I
Hmm.
personally let them know a lot of times, like, hey, I'm gonna be MIA, but like I'm still here if I'm in a full-blown conversation with them. Now, if I'm just sending a message and they're messaging me back 20 minutes later, I message them back when I can. That's the beauty of Messenger, right?
Okay.
So yeah, I wouldn't put too much pressure on yourself.
Okay.
And for me personally, I used to never do that in the beginning. I had all of my notifications turned on and I was so
Hmm.
distracted all of the time. I was never present
Hmm.
in what I was doing. And I
Hmm.
also was never like when I'm on social media working, I want to work. Like when I'm going on to make my post, I'm there to make my post. I don't want to see Messenger popping up and Telegram popping up and all these things because I'm then like
Hmm.
typing my post like, oh, okay. And then things get
Hmm.
lost, right? So that's for me personally, I turn them off.
Okay.
And it might help
Okay,
you
cool.
because then it's like, then you set aside time and you go and you clear it up. And then if you don't get it all cleared up, you don't know
Mhm.
because you leave the app and it's not screaming at you, you know? So, I think that that
Okay.
might help. Everybody's different,
Yeah.
but I would try it.
Yeah, I have my phone on silent. I haven't figured out the whole notification thing, so I will work on that this weekend.
Yeah, I would try
Yeah.
doing that. Try turning off your notifications because then
Hmm.
it doesn't even like for me, it doesn't even show up in my home screen. Like if I'm like my phone's
Hmm.
locked or whatever, like if I go to log in, I don't see
Hmm.
anything that's going on. And anything that's important, like not important because I'm not saying that other things aren't important, but like my team, they have my personal cell phone number. Like you need
Hmm.
me, you message me on my cell phone because I'm going to get to that quicker. So if you message me in a group like our group chats or something's going on, you know Christina will get to it when she gets to it. But if you need me quicker, send me a text message because I check that more often, right? Um,
Hmm.
but when it comes to like, you know, other things, that's why for me it's so important when you're time blocking and so on, is that like you can work your business and then you're intentional. Like when you're working, and when you're not, and you kind of give yourself that little separation, especially when you're doing massive follow-ups because you could, like things are going to blow up. So let's see if that
Hmm.
helps you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's a great question though. Yeah. Can you go over quick what a 3-2-1 is? I had a private message, depends what I'm doing. Oh, so 3-2-1 is when you go and interact with someone's page intentionally. So that is 3 likes, 2 comments, 1 like DM in a way. I don't ever necessarily make it have to look like a 3, a 2, and a 1. I am just intentional. So I will go and intentionally interact with their stuff. I might go and see on their page like they were in on vacation. So I might go and just message them and say, "Oh my gosh, hey, I saw you were just in Florida. It looked amazing. Did you guys have fun? How was the weather?" Like, because I'm struggling here in the cold. So I might do something like that. They might not have anything in their stories about it or whatever, but I'm gonna go message them. So I don't make it look any like solid way. I make it look like I just go with how I feel. If I'm available, I answer. If I'm not, I don't. I don't. I wait until I'm available. I love that. Okay.
I did want to say something about that real quick. I think that like I don't know, when I think about things like that and I start overthinking of like, is this gonna make me look desperate or is this gonna like, and I get in my own head, I think for me, like I think about somebody messaging me back immediately. I've never once in my life somebody messaging me back immediately after I text them. Never once in my life have I been like, oh, this person's desperate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't ever think that about somebody else. So why would somebody think that about me? Like, that's a thought that I have about myself. And it's okay to let go of that. I just went through a master class and she talked a lot about like those type of assumptions of like, if you can assume, because I've never been told like that I'm annoying or that, I mean, there's some people, yes, but the grand scheme of people, like, I think for me, like, I was scared to do follow-ups a lot because I was like, I'm gonna annoy them, I'm gonna this, I'm gonna that. But for myself, like, if you don't contact me for 2 or 3 days, I am such a permanence person. So if you don't contact me for 2 or 3 days, I forget about you. I'll never think about you ever again if you don't contact me again. And so if we can think about like, and we can assume that we are annoying somebody or that we're chasing them or that we look desperate or whatever it may be, if we can assume that because nobody's telling us that, then we can flip that and assume positive things. That this person loves me. This person loves when I reach back out. This person loves hearing from me. This person wants to connect with me. This person wants to buy from me. When we can flip that to be positive and we can flip that to be a good assumption of ourselves that people are having instead of something so negative, I think that that has changed my mindset a lot, like throughout this week, because like that just, I don't know, like I don't like to assume negative things about myself. And when I can let that go, it changes things for me.
Absolutely. Jessica said that she used to be somebody who let all of the notifications in and it would overwhelm her. Now, if I'm already on my phone, I will, but if I'm busy doing something, I will wait until I'm free to message. Awesome. I freaking love that. And I agree. You have to speak life, literally say that out loud like a mantra when I start getting doubts or nervous. Yeah, absolutely. You guys, your mind is your superpower or it is your weapon to destroy you. That was actually really good. Your mind is your superpower or it's your weapon that's going to destroy you. Dang. I just came up with that on the fly. Watch, it's like already a quote that I somehow secretly, like subconsciously read like 4 days ago. I'm just kidding, but it is the truth, you guys. Okay, so we are going to wrap things up. Does anybody have any questions on follow-ups? Because I know we started talking about messenger messages, but here's the thing, like these things all intertwine, right? Like if you feel like your messenger is blowing up and you don't know how to take care of it, I guarantee you're not doing the follow-ups. If you don't have your follow-ups organized, I guarantee you're not doing the follow-ups. If you don't have your list, you're not doing the follow-ups. Use your back office, find your way, find your footing. Every single day, have your hands in follow-ups in some way, shape, or form. Pick 2 to 3 people off of your free account list, follow up with them, or go and prioritize uh interacting with them. Y'all, like things are things that your business needs every single day. Touch your business in different ways. That kind of sounds like put your hands on your whatever. This is getting real bad. You need to be working on your business, okay? Gosh, and this is recorded. I am so sorry. Somebody cut, edit, delete, okay? But what I'm saying is do the things for your business, okay? Every single day, do the things for your business. Follow up every single day. You don't have a promo from the company, you don't have a personal promo you're running. I don't care. You follow up. Hey, I'd really love to get you started on that hair bundle. I can get you 20% off. That's the 20+% is honestly the about the retail to the auto ship. Okay. Their goals don't deserve to be discounted. So don't always feel like you have to have a discount to get them to their goals. Okay. That one gave me chills too. I don't know where I'm coming up with all this. Okay. We should turn this up. This is the first of the month and I'm already spitting fire. But that's the truth, you guys. Stop thinking you have to have something to offer them. You do. You have the products that are going to help change their lives. Okay. So I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you set up your month, get your list ready. This is going to be good, okay? Because May for me is like, I'm thinking momentum. I'm thinking money for all of us. That's why I wore green. I'm thinking magic. Like, give me all of the things for May because I think that this is going to be our best month yet. But you have to decide that. You have to show up that way every single day. Yes, Cancun, I'm running for that. I'm going to start wearing green. I know, literally. I think I might wear green daily. If you guys see me in this every day for May, don't worry about it. Okay? Mind your business. All right, you guys, thanks again for being here. I will see you. Yes, fill those trackers. I will see you on, oh my gosh, our husbands would totally be golf together. Like, listen, if I earn it and we go, I will do a little chat of like whose husbands want to go golfing. I'll make my husband be like the captain and he
When
puts
they announced that, I want to let you know that the only part of that that John heard was, I'm sorry, we're going to a golf resort. I was like,
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Yeah, literally. Keith was like, so is that a golf resort? I'm like, calm down. So you guys, oh, go ahead, Kaylee.
Just know if y'all get my husband into golfing, I'm gonna have a full out crash out. Okay.
Listen,
Just
never say
saying.
never. Never say never. Look at your feed. It's all golf. All right, you guys. I mean, golf is where it's at. I will see you guys on the next one. Actually, I think I'm on Wednesday. So I will see you guys next Wednesday is the next one I'm on. But as always, I will see you on the next Work With Me, Zoom, so on and so forth. And if you need me, send me a message. I'm Christina Tammy. I'm here to help. All right, bye.